Hello, welcome to another tutorial with me. My name is Ivan. In this tutorial I'm just going to show you various ways of selecting items or objects, if you want to call them objects. Yeah, basically you have to decide yourself which one suits you the best for which image, because they all vary, they're all different. So yeah, I'll let you make your decisions on that. I'm not going to tell you you have to use this for sky, you have to use this for straight objects. It's entirely your choice, whatever you find works best. Okay, so in this photo I just have the bus over here. Recognize it, you might not. If you want me to tell you, just leave me a comment in the comments down below. Okay, so first off I'm just going to start on the top of the toolbar. You can see here you've got your lasso tool, your Polygonal Lasso tool and your magnetic tool. Okay, so let me just zoom in. I'm going to use the Control and plus keys. I'm not going to select the whole bus. I'm just using this as an example. So we've got our lasso tool. I'm going to come to that one in a moment. Let's start with the Polygonal Lasso tool. Okay, so this is going to create your straight lines. I'm just going to go here and click away. So you can click as many times as you like for more precision. It's up to you. So I'm just going to go around the top of the bus just like this. Well, the side, top. Okay, so that's a Polygonal Lasso tool. You can't create round edges, unfortunately, so this is, I'm going to call it strictly for straight objects, and just ending it by clicking where you started. So that's our selection. To see your selection, hit Q, and that will show you what is selected. This quick selection kind of works as a mask, so if you wanted to, let's say, brush things out, add or remove, you just paint. So the black removes things and the white shows things. Okay, and Q to remove that. If you, like me, and sometimes you're too lazy, just push this button here, and that's a quick mask, and it does exactly the same as pushing Q. Okay, so that's a Polygonal Lasso tool. Control D to deselect that. And now we want our magnetic tool, which is just up here. And that basically, you have to have a steady hand for this. This is my least preferred method of selecting. It finds edges for you. So let's just go, we'll click and drag it along the bus just like this. See, it can be quite unpredictable. It does change as it goes, which I don't really like. It's not as what word am I looking for? It's not as refined as if you're doing it yourself, because this basically chooses for you where the edges are. Okay, so that's the magnetic tool, and if you Q, you can see it's missed out a few spots around here. It's come in over here. Yeah, that's not my first selection. Okay, so we've got that, your lasso tool. You can basically just draw as you want to select. It's good for little spaces. Let me just show you an example. Let's just create a little selection over here. I'm just going to make a little mistake over there. Okay, so we've got that there. I'm going to zoom in, Control and plus, and go to my lasso tool. Okay, so now if I want to add to that, I want to hold down the shift key, and that adds to my selection. So I'm just going to draw just along here. It's not perfect, and like that. Okay, I haven't gone in there, so that's my fault. So you're going to hold down shift and add. We just want to add that in, and there we go. So that's added it to it. So that shift is to add and alt is to minus, and you can see it changing up here. So shift and alt. Okay, so that's those. Control D to deselect, and let's zoom out a little bit. And the next option, we've got our quick selection. That is what it says. I'm just going to increase the size a little bit. I'm going to do that again, increase the size, and it doesn't want to increase for some reason, so let's just use it like this for the moment. Okay, so quick selection, just select the area and it selects for you. Alt is to remove, and shift will be to plus. It's already on plus. I always have mine set on plus, so I just have to press Alt to minus selections. It just makes it a lot quicker for me. Okay, so that's the quick selection. Let's Control D that. So I'm just going to see if it works now. Yeah, there we go. So it's increasing the size with a close bracket key. And if we wanted to select the bus, we just click and drag. Okay, it does a fairly good job. It's not very good for selecting like odd shaped things. You have to go in and refine it quite a bit, but you can see it's done a fairly good job around the edges over there. Okay, and Control D to deselect, and you have your Magic Wand tool. This selects colors, so sample size 5 by 5 and tolerance. Tolerance is pretty much how many pixels you want to choose close to the color you're choosing. So if I click and drag, it's going to select most of the colors that I've just clicked, and it is on plus at the moment, so I'm just going to click and add to the selection, and it selects all around it. Okay, and Control D, and let's select the bus. It's got lots of different colors on it, so this would take a while. That's why I wouldn't use it for this bus. You can increase the tolerance just to increase how many colors it selects, and it should go a little bit quicker like that. Okay, Control D to deselect. So that's those tools. And lastly, I'm going to go to the pen tool. This one you can be more specific. This would be like angles and stuff. You can do curves. Let me just show you here. So I'm just going to click and create my pen selection. I'm not going to do it perfect, but I want to get to the top of the bus just so I can show you with the curves. Hold down Shift so you can pan. Okay, and you can see here there's a slight curve. We just want to click there, and you can click and drag, and it's left these handles here, so you can always go back and adjust the handles, but I'm not going to go into that because this is about selections. If you want to know more about the pen tool, I have 2 tutorials in my playlist. Yep, so if you want to if you don't want the handle to be curved, you just hold down the Alt and click on the anchor there. Okay, and we just go around selecting some more, clicking and dragging to get the right angles. Okay, so pull that in, there we go, and click and drag. Okay, so that's there. Hold down Shift so I can pan, and clicking in there to close the selection. And what you want to do, you can either right click in there and create the stroke path, make selection. I was in the wrong frame of mind there. You can feather it if you like, that depends on what you're doing really, and hit OK. So that's created your selection around the bus. Obviously you can see I haven't done a great job, but you can go and touch it up afterwards. One last thing with the quick selection, the mask. Let me just show you quickly. I'm just going to go into my quick selection tool. Let's select the bus. Let's say you want to just see, so Q, you want to see what it's selected. If this is completely red and you can't see anything around it, double click the quick mask icon and it brings up some options for you. So you can either have it at 100%, which completely hides the background, or you can change it accordingly. I have mine on 70%, and you can change it as well. So that's 70% there. You can change it as well to cover the masked areas or the selected areas. It's entirely your choice. Okay, so I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Hope you've learned something, different ways of making selections. Hopefully it will make your work a little bit easier. Yep, so please leave your feedback in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and if you have any ideas for any more tutorials you want to see, please let me know. And yeah, I've got many more to come. Thank you.